Good evening. We're back. As we close out 2024, we're excited about what's going to happen in 2025. And as promised to you, I'm going to come back with more interviews, more dialogue, and more intentional conversations. Warren County is known for the greatness, our people, our family, our community, and above all, our school system. So I reached back. I went to the gym and I saw all the banners on the wall, and I said, I need to bring these people back. So you saw I brought Tony Henderson. You saw I had a picture with Maurice Good. Then I went back and I had to go and say, wait a minute, here's another name. Let me find her. State champion. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Starbisha Satellite.
Okay, and I can call you Star?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Star, where year did you graduate and where did you graduate from?
I graduated in 2015 from Warren UTEC High School.
Wow, a 2015 graduate. Warren County Schools, we keep doing it. What are you doing now?
Yes, ma'am. After graduating from high school, I attended North Carolina Central University, where I received a bachelor's in criminal justice and a master's of public administration. Upon my time there, I also participated in 200 meter dash, the heptathlon. I became Miss Senior, and I joined Sigma Gamma Rho sorority. I also gained 2 years of work experience in governmental affairs, so I was able to utilize my master's degree in public administration, and now I am a law student.
Wow, back at North Carolina Central?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, wow, she's been busy. So Warren County Schools prepared her for college, for life. So let me pull that apart a little bit. So upon graduating from Warren County Schools with the New Tech, you actually went on to go to college. That track experience, tell me a little bit about that and how that prepares you for college.
Yes, ma'am. So I was able to go to North Carolina Central University on a partial scholarship for the 200 meter dash. I would say my experience in Warren County did prepare me because, for one, it taught me how to work hard. While sometimes we lacked some resources, right? It built my character, and that when I got on the college level, when things were tough, I did not let that discourage me, and I was still able to succeed.
Okay. So let's go back to 2015 in your high school experience, running track. Did you, like, as a little girl, say, hey, I always want to run track, or is that something that you just fell in love with?
Yes, so when I was in middle school, actually, I can recall being in gym class.
Okay.
And I was kind of beating a lot of the boys, and Coach Austin, she was my coach at the time, and she noticed that, and she invited me to come out to a track practice one day, and that's when I fell in love with it.
Okay, so from middle school on to high school, you ran track in Warren County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so the day that you got this championship, how did you feel?
I was excited. I know they said like no other female had won at the time, so I was like, wow, like I was honored to be able to achieve that goal, and I really wanted to accomplish that also because I missed my prom to run at the regional meet.
Oh, wow.
That was the way. Yeah, the only way I could get to the state championship was to compete in regionals and to place like top 3. So I did sacrifice prom. So I was like, okay, I have to win. Like, I have to make it worth it. But no, I was like excited. I was proud.
Okay. So what would you say to that little girl Star? Go back to that little girl Star who's like trying to find her way, middle school, high school, and there's a goal. What would you say to her?
I would say, one, don't let like what others do, right, persuade like your life. Don't let what others do guide your life, right? You have to run your own race. You have to pave your own path in life. So do not get distracted by other people. And I will always tell myself like to work hard, right? There's no goal that you can't accomplish. And sometimes when you tell other people these high goals that you have for yourself, they may try to discourage you from doing it, but you can't let that stop you.
Okay. Perseverance, resilience, dedication, self-motivation. That's what I gather when I hear you say that. Okay. I had the pleasure of working alongside you with Warren County government.
Yes.
So in that experience, coming back and giving back to the county as an adult, how did that feel?
It felt amazing, right? Because sometimes like when you're younger, you notice things that you would want to change or improve in the community, and then to be able to come back and have the opportunity to be in a position to give ideas towards that improvement. I would say that's something that I would take with me throughout my career.
Okay, wonderful. Listen, guys, this is Warren County's own. Educated in Warren County Schools, resident of the county, was able to get that education in the school system. I'm a graduate of 1991, graduated in 2015, but we're still here, we're giving back, we're committed to our children. So for life as it is, and this, you mentioned on about lack of resources, but we pride ourselves on being a good people and a good community. What would you say to the child who maybe feel like, hey, I just want to get out of Warren County and do something different? Would you like to say something to that child?
Yes, ma'am. I do think it's important to get out and to gain certain experiences in life and bring those experiences and those sorry.
No, take your time, it's fine.
I would tell them to get out and get those experiences, develop and learn about yourself, and then come back and be an impact in the community, right? Because what you learn in other places, you can come back and implement here and make it better for the next generation.
Okay. So I know one of the commissioners always say, hey, we like to grow our own. And that's what we're talking about, just growing our own. We're our own best resource. So go out, get those experiences, and come right back and give back to the community. When we give back, we continue to grow for the younger generation that's watching us. So I did hear you say you're in law school, and that's amazing. So I commend you on your endeavors. How has that been?
So I have completed my first semester. It has been challenging. So when I say the grit that I learned from being in Warren County is something that I am transitioning and using in my life, I really meant it. But no, it has been amazing, an amazing opportunity. This is something that I always wanted to do since I was a child, and now to see myself accomplishing that goal and working towards it, I'm proud.
Okay. So when I contacted you to come back and take the picture in front of your name, it was to send a message to our youth, our students that's in the Warren County school systems now and the ones that's going to come through. We have to put a face with these names. We have to be able to say, hey, this is a person that came back to the county. This is a person that's relevant. This is a person who, hey, is a tangible person that I know has an impact. Your name will forever hang in that gym, and so being a state champion on one level, but being a graduate of the school, being a product of Warren County Schools, being a person from Warren County, going on to law school from that Warren County education, that says a lot. So I thank you for talking about that grit, talking about that perseverance, talking about what you gained from Warren County Schools. Is there somebody in our school district that you want to, hey, the knowledge for giving you, influence you or part of your growth, anybody that really contributed to where you are today?
Yes, ma'am. It was a lot of coaching. The coaching staff really played a big impact. I know, my high school track coach, he was very impactful in my life towards my journey. Coach Fuller, she was very impactful too towards my journey. I would say that they always encouraged me.
Yes.
They always made sure to push me. They worked with me after hours if I had something that, hey, I want to get better at this. Okay. I want to succeed, and they were willing to stay after and help me work on these to gain the opportunity to be better. So
okay.
I'm shocked about it.
Okay, so being a student athlete is hard work. So talk a little bit about that component of being a student athlete, because you got to have those grades too for college. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, so in college, you do have to maintain a certain GPA to be able to participate in sports.
Okay.
And I would say that a lot of students tend to lean more towards the sports and not the academics. But I would say academics honestly may be more impactful, because your life after college, those grades is what is going to, that you're going to need to be able to get a good career. So I would say, one, to stay focused, right? To be able to manage your time. Time management is very important in college, making sure that you're making opportunities to do your work, but also make sure that you are giving yourself rest as well, because getting up at 5 in the morning to go to a 6 a.m. practice and going to class after that, coming back and lifting weights after class and having to do that all every day over and over again, it can be tiring. So making sure that you make time for yourself, making sure that you are growing as a person, opening yourself up to new opportunities as well, like organizations in college.
Okay. So that's a little bit for the students, for the athletes, for the parents, for everybody. It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure working alongside you, coming back and then making that connection, because I saw the banner, but I didn't know who the person was. And so I'm like, wait a minute. It was just wow, I do know who this is. But for the students that I have talked to since I posted your picture with your banner, it was a great opportunity for them to say, hey, these are real people that's connected to our school district. And I'm going to continue to try to bring other people back and just really just make that connection back at home. Listen, I know it's been a long day. I know that you have a lot going on. And I just thank you for giving us this little time. Here at the Red Couch Conversation, we're going to have real conversations with real people about conversations that matters to us. Warren County, I love you. And I'm here to make sure that we are known for the great work that we do. Do what Star did. Come talk to me before you talk yourself out of your next event. Have a good evening.